Welcome everybody. Welcome to number 7. Episode number, man, we moving. We're moving on through the season. We're already at episode 7. Typhoons TV, thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing. Click the little button, subscribe. Thank you for commenting. You know, good or bad comments, it don't matter to me. I'm a big boy. I can take it. Once again, I'm the Fantasy Typhoon, a.k.a. the Mentalist, a.k.a. your favorite analyst. And just Google or Bing. Just Google or Bing, the Fantasy Typhoon, hit enter. That's my footprint, my fantasy trades. That's my backlog. It's my history. You know, where I've been, where I've written, just my whole fantasy footprint. Hold on one second. Let me get my football. Get my football for this one. It's my whole fantasy footprint right there for you to see, for the world to see. Google or Bing, Fantasy Typhoon. AB, man, you know what this is about. This is all about AB, pretty much. I'll talk a little bit about Packers, Green Bay. Let's see. That's about it. And I'll get out because this will be quick. I've been wanting to do this, but every time I get ready to do it, AB does another move. All right, let me get on there because I wanted to come on because it looks like once he did the racial slur, I'm like, oh, God, he's finished. It's over. So let me go ahead and do my crow, you know, because I told you, what you fading him for a helmet? You know, I said that. And I didn't realize what was happening, you know. So I'm prepared to eat crow. Now, maybe I still can eat crow now that he's in New England. If you don't know, AB is a New England Patriot for $15 million, $9 million guaranteed. My source tells me that it's loaded with incentives. So AB could come out of this. AB could come out of this pocketed, what, 55, 15, 50, 65. AB could come out a $70 million man. And here's why. Looking at, because now he's getting ready to sue. So the Raiders voided his $29 million, right? So now he's about to go to court for the $29 million, which automatically pulls up the 21 in Oakland. I'm sorry, in Pittsburgh. So 29 and 21, that's your $50 million. You know? That's $50 million, then the 15 from the Patriots, and then you probably add on another 5, 7 for incentives. You see what I'm trying to say? AB could walk away a very rich man if he wins this case and if he wins this case, gets to 50, Patriots, and wins the Super Bowl, this might be the most brilliant move ever in the history of the NFL. But, you know, maybe I'm giving it too much credit here. But as this thing was playing out, I fell for it. I should have saw it coming. As you look back now, you see the little encrypted tweets. AB's doing all this crazy stuff. He sends out an encrypted tweet. I got to take care of me. You know what I'm saying? He's like, you know, I'm taking care of myself. I don't want them controlling me. That's what he kept. That was his narrative. You know, you go back and look at it when he was with Jeff Darlington. Was it Jeff Darlington? Or somebody when he did that, when he had the mustache and he did that interview, he was like, I'm playing under my rules. You got to play by my rules. Now as you look back on it, okay. All right. First off, you look at the moves he was making was borderline retarded. Like there's got to be some kind of insanity. Let's get him into the hospital. Something's mentally wrong. Is when you're looking at his moves. You know, his feet. Then he don't want to wear a helmet and turn around and gets a helmet deal. You know what I'm saying? It's just like everything he's done he's won. But I didn't understand Patriots was his end game. It never dawned on me that dude wanted to go to the Patriots the whole time. right? As soon as he signed with the Raiders, I'm dramatizing here. I'm speculating. Like my father said, I'm philosophizing. You would think now that you look back over the timeline, he came to the Raiders and it seems like he may have really wanted to play there. He got to look at the offense, started looking at it, started thinking, no. Drew, get me out of here. Because Rosenhaus had to be a part of this. Come on, man. He had, in my opinion, this is my opinion. Rosenhaus, which is his agent, Drew Rosenhaus had to be kind of orchestrated. Okay, you can do this here. It's a little too far. Okay, I'll okay that. You taped him. All right, I'll okay that, but not. You can't. Don't play this part of the tape. You can play that part of the tape. It was kind of like he had help. Somebody had to help him orchestrate this thing. All right, now just think about it. All right, I'm putting myself in AB shoes. Now, if I'm making those off the cuff moves, let's say if the feet issue, right? I don't know about you, but my family's close. My family would have been on the phone. Hey, you all right down there? Especially my pops. You all right? I'm hearing about you. Oh, no, Pop, just my feet, da-da-da. He don't tell you what he heard or what he's hearing. He tells you he's smooth with it. He's a savage with that. My father's a savage because he won't tell you what he knows. He'll just put it out there. Hey, I'm hearing about you. And then you start blabbing off, and he might not have heard some of the stuff you blabbing, but you just told him. You just told him on yourself. So Pops would have been like, hey, I'm hearing about you. And then I'm like, hey, yeah, it's just my feet, da-da-da-da-da. I'll be all right, da-da-da. All right. I'm just checking on you. So in other words, Mom probably would have hit, and my brothers would have hit me up. All right, dog, what's up? What's up with your feet? You good? Brothers would have hit me. And then, of course, my chick, her track record of being right, I just can't dismiss her. So if my chick hit me, then I'm screwing up somewhere. Something's wrong. I need to tighten up because track record is almost flawless. So she's my moral compass, if you will, as far as my life's decisions and things that's going on in my life. Shorty, my lady she's on point with that. Gotta listen to her when she speaks. Now, all right, and that was just the feet. So in other words, what I'm saying, where is his support at? Where is his outside compass telling him, all right, AB, bruh, chill, get off social media. You know what I'm saying? Somebody somewhere we need to do an intervention. The whole family come down there. Look, AB, we get ready to change your passwords. Even though you're pretty sure he can find somebody else's, use somebody else's devices and whatever. That's AB. He do what he want. He just buy another phone or whatever. So it might have slowed him down a little bit, but it wouldn't have stopped him. But anyway, what I'm saying is, we never heard or seen or it was like everything was okay. So in other words, so if his circle was okay, then what he was doing was okay. They understood the end game. We, as the media and the folks on the outside, we had no clue of the end game. We had no clue the Patriots was the end game. That's where he wanted to go. I'm pretty sure, because I think the Patriots already wanted him back when he was supposed to go to Buffalo. Patriots wanted him. So I'm pretty sure they put the $15 million out there then. All it took, when he got to the Raiders, was a simple, hey, that deal still valid? All right. Belichick sitting there like, yeah, it's valid. You just gotta get, I don't know how you're gonna get out of Oakland. You get out of Oakland, yeah, I'll give you 15. It's here. Boom, hang up. That's all he needed. So now he has to figure out, how the heck can I get Oakland to release me? Because if I make it to Monday night, I'm guaranteed money now. Now I got to play a year for Oakland. I don't want to play for Oakland. You see what I'm trying to say? So that's why I kept figuring out, just chill, AB, till Monday, man. Then you can tweet and do all you want to. That cut you got paper. But in other words, he still might get the paper and never play. He still might get $30 million from Oakland and never play for Oakland. I'm telling you, man, this is brilliant. You can't. It's kind of like reality TV. When you look at reality TV, you are naive if you think it's all reality. If you don't think there's a puppet back there pulling the strings, pulling the outcome to where more viewers are happy, to where you get more clicks and likes, and makes the storyline that much more enticing. And I'm sorry, reality TV isn't reality. You know what I'm saying? Big Brother, that's not, I watch Big Brother, and that's not reality. They're orchestrating it in the background, pulling the strings up. All right, you can stay here for such and such long, and all right, it's time for you to go. So some of it is reality, but the majority, I would say about 40% is reality. 60% is they're orchestrating. They know who they want to win from the beginning. They're trying to push it that way. They're pushing the narrative. But anyway, don't want to get off script here. So AB had this orchestrated the whole time, folks. I mean, that's my opinion. I could be totally wrong. I could, sometimes, I'm because, I believe in those conspiracy theories sometimes, and maybe I'm believing it. But I think AB the whole time, that's why he just got upset at any little thing they did. They fined him $2. What you finding me $2 for? I'm going to put you on blast. I'm on social media. He didn't want to play week 1. He didn't want the guaranteed contract. He knew he had $15 million from Belichick with the Patriots, Super Bowl chance. All right, when he first got out of Pittsburgh, he wanted to go to New England then. He saved him all this drama and saved him some hurt of his reputation is taking a hit to get to Pittsburgh, doing all this and that. Now he looks like an imbecile to get to Pittsburgh, to get to New England. But now he's at New England. I would if I was a bet man, I would bet you won't. He's already posted on Twitter him with the '84 Patriots jersey on. I think that'll be the last you hear from him. AB's not a head case. He was just a head case to the Raiders to get out. Of course, he has his issues here and there, but he's in New England. He knows what it takes. He's friends with James Harrison. He already gave him the lowdown on how Belichick and Brady and them, they run their practices, they run their shit. Now is Gronk coming back with this? What you got? You got my favorite wide receiver, Josh Gordon. You got my favorite wide receiver, Antonio Brown. You got Demaryius Thomas, Edelman, and then Gronk, Sony Michel, and Damian Harris. Bruh, that's Super Bowl. It might not even be Philly and Mahomes. That's the only two can compete with that. That's it. They road grading everybody. Everybody but those two teams are getting road graded. But anyway, so just going back to it, I came here to eat crow. I came here to say I apologize for telling you to take the AB discount. Now I don't know. Do I owe you one? If I owe you one, I apologize. You missing week 1. Okay, you missed week 1. So what? Well, it depends on how it works out now. I have no idea how it's going to work out. But if you really look at it, they're going to be winning. AB's end game is a ring now. So you got to, when you're looking at AB, you got to look at, okay, well, what's his end game? He gets a ring. All right, let's say he gets a ring. Now he's not under contract again. He's free. AB can go sign with somebody else now and pick up another check. Now that he's shown that he can play by the rules, come to practice, it's not about a helmet no more. I would bet you won't hear a peep out of AB no more. He just wanted out of Pittsburgh to go to New England. Now, if he would have went to Pittsburgh to New England, boom, you wouldn't have had this funny business. He would have been in New England, not doing no pictures, not doing videos, not recording private conversations. He just had to show out to get out. And I kept saying, why can't he just wait and get to week 1? You can cut up all you want. But he didn't want week 1. He wanted out now so he can go to the Patriots now. But so I changed this show about 3 times. So now I'm just really winging it now. So I really don't have too much to say about it. Fantasy implications will be coming up on the teams. I did want to touch on this. Now this is the last place that Tomlin wanted him. Pittsburgh didn't want him in New England. This is the worst case scenario for Pittsburgh. We paid him to go away. Doggone it, he ends up at the place that we don't want him. You see what I'm saying? So this is like a nightmare to Steelers fans. Because AB now is, if you guys meet later on in the playoffs, he's ready to stomp you. You know that. That's personal now. Hopefully, Pittsburgh is taking it personal, that much incentive for them to knock AB out. So it is what it is, but we'll see. I don't know how it's going to play out. I'm not going to sit here and act like I know. I don't know what AB is going to do. But if I was a betting man, you won't hear a peep out of AB. But I do have to say this: that rule still applies. You're not where Brady wants you to be, you won't get the ball. Brady's about his spots. Brady's about precision. Brady's analytical. Brady wants you where he wants you to be, at the time he wants you to be there, at the space he wants you to be there, at the blade of grass he wants you to be at a time he wants you to be at, not a split second sooner, not a split second later. Now, AB kind of likes to go off on his own little thing. Now, that's what I see. As far as AB tweeting and social media, that's over. But AB doing what Brady wants him to, conforming with Brady now is the task. Normally, you would say, yeah, he could do it because he's, the best wide receiver in the game as far as route running. That's not even up for debate. For somebody getting to where you want him to get to, that's Brown. Now, fantasy-wise, yeah, he takes a hit. Oakland, he was the best player on Oakland by far. He was about to get monster targets in Oakland. Oakland was about to feed him. That's what I saw. That's what I was following. So let's say if this is my crow speech. Now I give you my crow speech. The reason I got lost, I was looking at you got to learn from your mistakes. So I don't mind eating crow and apologizing, but I tell you what I learned so we can all learn and grow together. That's what it's all about, man. It's all about getting better. So now the next whirlwind wide receiver, something that's floating around kind of doing this stuff, you can see that, okay, that could be an end game to his madness. But one, you got to be a top talent. We've seen it with Zeke and Melvin Gordon. Zeke's in the building, top running back. Melvin Gordon's not playing. It's a big difference. Everybody can't do, excuse me, everybody can't do what AB's just done. AB can do it because he's top dog. You got to remember that. All these coaches, all these franchises, all these GMs, all these head coaches, offensive coordinators, all they want to do is win, period. They don't care about all the, this and that, and to a certain extent, but they want to win. That's why I feel sorry for Gruden. I feel sorry for Gruden. Gruden really wanted AB on his team. Gruden traded for AB. This is Gruden's idea, not Mayock's. Mayock is just a stuffed shirt. You could have a mannequin there to do Mayock's job. Mayock is just a fall guy. I feel sorry for Mayock. Mayock didn't want him. That's not what Mayock's guy is. Mayock's in that meeting. No, Gruden, let's don't do it. I don't want AB here. That's Mayock's take. Gruden like, nah, go ahead and call, make the deal. Let me know what they want, and I'll approve it or not. Mayock's now got to go on the phone with Pittsburgh, try to iron out a deal for AB, and then Gruden's got to sign off on it. That's how it works in Oakland. Sorry. Mayock's my dog. I love him. I respect him as an analyst, as a as a rookie draft analyst, one of the best in the business. He's just a stuffed shirt. He's making no calls. They're picking none of his players. They're doing nothing he says, which is a shame because Gruden now should see after this debacle. You know what? Maybe I should step back and just be the coach. Maybe I should just be the chef. Maybe I should let Mayock buy the groceries. You sent Khalil Mack out, high character, like one scout has told me he is flawless. Flawless meaning he works hard, he's excellent in the building, he's an outstanding man in the community, giving away, doing donations and drives, and on top of that, he has no hiccups as far as hurt, injuries. He's a flawless player. You let that out the building. And on top of that, then you turn around and let Amari Cooper out the building, who came to my team, Dallas. Boom. We jump off the chart as soon as he step in the door. As soon as he step in the door, our whole outlook changes. So even though we gave you a 1, I think you took that 1 and got Josh Jacobs. That was our Amari Cooper 1. If I'm right, so the Amari Cooper 1, you took and went and got a running back with it, whose shelf life now is going to be short. The running back is, what, 2-3 years younger than Cooper. But, that's why I think Gruden really needs to let go of buying the groceries and cooking. Gruden, you the chef, you cook. Mike Mayock, you buy the groceries. I think that's my opinion. That's how it really needs to be done because it's proven now Gruden can't do both. And if he continues to do both, he's going to kill that organization. But Gruden really had plays. Gruden was up there, and I was last on this and I'll move on. Gruden really wanted, doing Monday Night Football, watching AB, Gruden really wanted to work with him, just like Cliff Kingsbury really wanted to work with Kyler Murray. Some coaches have players, man, it's a dream to work with that person. Just like Bill Belichick always wanted to work with Reed. Reed from the Baltimore Ravens, that's in the Hall, Ed Reed, that's in the Hall of Fame. Bill Belichick always wanted to work with him. But anyway, you got to take your hat off to Tomlin in this too, because Tomlin had to keep that chaos down when AB started wanting out of Pittsburgh. And all of this started after he took an appearance on the shop. Hey, I'm just saying, I'm philosophizing, I'm out there now. But he went on the shop and then went nuts. What's his name? Eyebrows. AD, Anthony Davis, went on the shop, went nuts, got traded. He got what he wanted. If you don't know, LeBron is more player empowerment. LeBron wants players to be empowered. But like I said, a normal guy just can't do this. You got to be a superstar. You got to be good at your craft, number 1 at your position, or close to number 1 at your position to be able to pull this type of stuff off. All right, now let me get the fantasy implications and I'll move on. Spent too much on this AB thing. But I had to get it out because it's been moving. It's been an on current theme. Now, AB's getting ready to go silent. He's getting ready to play now. Now he's getting ready to play. So the question is, once again, can he and Brady? If he and Brady can do it, yes. You got Josh Gordon. You got to bump him down. You got to bump down Edelman. Demaryius Thomas could come in here sooner or later. N'Keal Harry, he's finished for this year. He's finished. He's got a lot of folks to work with, though. He got a lot of wide receiver talent to learn from. He better get it. He better learn something and be ready next year. He's done this year. His fantasy is over. Uh, is Gronk coming back? Man, Gronk coming back. Just think about it. You think Gronk about to miss this? It's easier on him with all that talent around. Now that's less work for him. Gronk's coming back. But he's got to come back. Here's a mental note. Gronk's got to come back before trades in the NFL is over. Because if he comes back before then, he doesn't have to go through waivers. He's still property of the New England Patriots. But if he, from what I'm hearing, but if he comes back after the trade deadline in the NFL, then he has to go through waivers and any team can claim him. So he's got to do it before the trade deadline to be a Patriot. Obviously, he can just come in, be a Patriot, suit up, and be. And if he's healthy, he can go as soon as he's good. Yeah, I see a Gronk coming back now. Absolutely, that changes everything. Raiders fantasy implications. You got to bump down Carr, and you got to bump down Jacobs. They lose. Tyrell Williams. I don't even really know if he gets a bump. I mean, just think about what y'all was saying. I pay attention to you guys. A lot of folks were saying, well, I got to bump down AB because Carr can't throw the deep ball. That's what I kept hearing. You know, Carr's not good. Carr is good at the deep ball. But a lot of folks has implanted in there. You know, all it takes is one person to say it on social media. And then won't nobody look. Won't nobody go look at the film for themselves and then come away with their own opinion. They just take that analyst because it comes from a person that has over 150,000 followers. Once they say something, then everybody just takes their analyst and just falls in line, and then it becomes group think, and then you get the same analysts all over the place. But you don't get that here unless it's true, and it's not true. Derek Carr can throw the deep ball, but I said all that to say this. The knock on AB, while everybody was bumping him down, was the simple fact that they were saying Carr can't throw the deep ball, which he can. So now everybody's bumping up Tyrell Williams, which he's a go guy, a 9 route, and a post and a corner guy, which is deep routes. But now all of a sudden, now Derek Carr can throw the deep ball. But when it's Tyrell Williams, yeah, Carr can throw the deep ball. But when it's AB, nah, I got to bump him down. Derek Carr can't throw the deep ball. Tyrell Williams, yeah, bump him up. Yeah, Carr can throw the deep ball. So you talking out of both sides of your mouth. I would say Renfro and Waller are the recipients of the bump. Tyrell Williams, I would say it still stays the same for me. He hasn't really been a route runner, in my opinion. He's been pretty much more a 2. I've never seen him as a 1, viewed him as a 1. Now, could he do it? He could. But I don't think there are plans for him. I don't think the plans and the plays and the playbook were already allotted for him to be, like a slant route or comebacks or back shoulders. I don't think they had that for him. So now all those plays that they have for AB, I see Hunter Renfrow falling in line with AB as far as in and out of breaks and doing those short cuts and going deep and just being able to get open, being able to get separation is what I'm trying to say. I see Renfrow being able to get separation a little bit more than you would say Tyrell Williams. Darren Waller, of course tight ends work those seams, so of course he gets a bump. Now, with all that being said, of course Tyrell Williams, kind of leave. I leave him the same. Whatever you have for him, I kind of leave that the same. But I had a nugget just hit me and it left. It was a nugget. It was a nugget for you. I can't get it out. I don't know where it went. I lost it. New England Patriots. Oh yeah, this is what it was. As of right now, this is what I do as a rule. Now, rules are made to be broken through every now and then you have a situation that's unique. You got to apply the rule to it and say, okay, I need to break the rule. That's my rules. I got 50 rules that I play Dynasty and redraft with. And one of my rules with Dynasty is, since now everything is preseason, you're looking at preseason football. So I kind of moved this into the Packers. I use this as my segue. So right now what you're watching is preseason football, right? So you can't get too high or low. Devontae Adams, you can't get too low on him. And Montgomery, you can't get too low on him. And nobody really broke out. It was just, it was, it was, teams looked unprepared. Both teams looked like they really didn't want to play, to be honest with you. Even though, of course, they want to play, they just weren't in game form yet. It was a preseason game. So this is what I do for these games. The first 4 weeks, this is a rule. The first 4 weeks, I lock my dynasty roster. I'm not buying anybody, and I'm not selling anybody. My roster is locked. You know how on Yahoo and ESPN and all those sites, you had that little red circle by your player you can't trade? All my players got it. I don't care who it is. I'm not trading nobody right now because I could buy into an egg or I could sell into an egg. You don't know. There's not enough information to do anything because everybody looks horrid. I mean, well, as far as last night, that was horrid. So you can't, well, David Montgomery is not going to do anything, but if you listen to the presses and you're paying attention to what matters, Matt Nagy said, my bad. He did a my bad. He said, my bad, folks, my bad. I screwed up. I got too creative. I had too long to prepare, and I should have ran the ball. So he's going to run the ball. So now you're going to get what you want from Montgomery coming up. So just hold tight. Allen Robinson, where was Miller at? You see what I'm saying? So is that what you're going to get all year? I don't think so. I think that was a fluke. But that's me. I'm just telling you what I think. I think that was a fluke. I've never owned Allen Robinson ever. He's just never been a player that I've wanted. He's a Tyrell Williams to me. He's a go route guy, a go route post. You know, maybe he could do a little bit, maybe 2 or 3 more routes, but Miller wasn't on the field, and so you know, it is what it is there. So I wouldn't get too happy. I would be happy. He gave you about 107 yards, 111 or something like that. I would be happy about it, but I won't be sitting back like, yeah, I got a winner just yet. Like I said, give it 4 weeks until I don't make any moves until the first bye. First bye week, all right. Now after that first bye week, now you got it coming into week 5. Now you got a good idea. Okay, this is what it's going to be. This is how things are going to work. This is the way these offenses want to run. This is their number one. Now you got a good, because this thing changes every year, man. And folks act like coaches don't matter. And I'm trying to tell you, Green Bay has been beefing that defense up for a while. And it showed. They played good defense. Now, it was Mitch Trubisky, but at the same time, they looked sound. They did something different, man. They ran the 3-3-5. You know? Lot of corners on the field, man. They ready to lock this thing up. And they they did a real good job and still got the Trubisky. But I'll get to Trubisky in a minute. So, with that being said, Packers, man, I hate to say it, Packers are comfortable with 17 points. I know you got Aaron Rodgers, and I get it. It's new. They won 10-3. They won. Oh, it worked. Nobody's looking at it like, we should have exploded more. We should have did. We got a W. It worked. So players are more prone to buy in to a 10-7 final Devontae Adams didn't get his eaten. Marquez Valdez-Scantling got the most yards. Yes, that's going to happen every game. The play action, and actually Rodgers underthrew him. It should have been a touchdown. If you want to get technical, because Marquez Valdez-Scantling had his guy whooped. Should have been a touchdown. But anyway, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, yeah, that's a reoccurring theme. Yes, the play action going deep to Marquez Valdez-Scantling is in the playbook every week for at least 4 or 5 times. And if he can connect 4 times, then you got a 100-yard receiver and a touchdown. Now, I haven't really figured Devontae Adams out yet. He got, like 7 targets. I can't really figure his role out yet. What are they trying to do with him yet? But, whew, you might be disappointed, and you might be disappointed in Rodgers. 17 points is what they're really looking to do. Defense hold other teams to 2 touchdowns. They're walking out of there, but they're walking out of there happy. More importantly, the coach is walking out. Yes, that's what I envision. That's what I want to do, which now grounds him more and solidifies his philosophy to the team, and now the team wants to buy in to 14 to 17 points, 21 points a game. McCarthy's gone. It's a new guy in town. That's why I tell you, you got to reevaluate this thing every year. You can't just say, well, he did this last year, he'll do it this year. Let me just put him here and put his targets here and put his numbers here. You can't do that. I mean, you can. You can. We don't. It's new ball game. Now, I know I said, what's his name? The running back. I like the running back, Aaron Jones. He didn't really get off like I wanted to. Roquan Smith kind of shoelaced him. He had one about to go to the house. Roquan shoelaced him, tripped him up, and his other guy was able to come back and catch him and knock him down. But that was a split with Jamal Williams. Of course, Jamal Williams is going to play, and there's going to be a split. But Aaron Jones is a little better than he is. But I think I also said Aaron Jones was going too high, and I picked Jamal Williams in all my draft, and I have. I have one share of Aaron Jones, and I started him, and it was ugly. But I should have known that playing against Chicago. But you know, hey, I play my folks. I don't really get too deep in it too much. I play them. That's why I told you I suck at star sits. I'm telling you. Jamal Williams gets a bump going forward. And I've already stated, I don't think Aaron Jones is an every down back as far as being able to take those 20 car. He's not built to take 20 car crashes a game. He's going to break down. And I never call injury on anybody. Aaron Jones is coming. So Jamal Williams, sooner or later, is going to have that backfield to himself. It's coming. Flip side. Bears. All right, talked about what you call it, Allen Robinson a little bit. He had a good game. I would just call it that. No Anthony Miller on the field. Cordarrelle Patterson in the backfield, 3rd and short. What you doing, Nagy? Like I said, he already pulled my bad. Just like y'all on Twitter, I want to say this right quick. Twitter and social media, a lot of y'all said my bad, for some of your calls. I respect it. That's what I was getting ready to do. And as you can see, I don't really have to do it often. I'll do it. Absolutely. If I'm wrong, if I told you to do A, B, C, D, da-da-da, and it's wrong, I'll come on and sit down and eat crow in front of you all day long. Say, hey, my bad. I was wrong on that. This is what I did to learn from the situation. Like with AB, I was coming in to eat crow for telling you to take that discount, for fading them for the helmet. Didn't see the end game. I didn't see the end game. I was looking more at the targets and the situation he was in. He was about to eat. But I didn't realize AB wanted out. But anyway, Allen Robinson, You got to do it 3 more times before I buy in. Week 1, all right, I put it down as a good plus. You just got to do it more before I spend capital to come get you from another team, or if I want to sell high on you. I wouldn't. Like I said, my roster's locked. In my dynasty, you got to see what these players are first. You can't just keep trading and trading and trading, not knowing what you're trading. You got to give your asset a chance to settle, because so then you can put a value on it and then trade it. You right now, if you trade Allen Robinson, you're trading him without a value because you don't know what it is yet. If you buying him, you thinking you buying that, and you're going to be disappointed, or you could be disappointed. That's all I'm saying. So lock your rosters until week 5 is my suggestion. Now, David Montgomery. That now, if I would say buy if you wanted to open your roster up and then make a move, and kind of use one of your draft picks, I would say buy David Montgomery. Cordell Patterson in the backfield, 3rd and short? What? Like I said, he did a my bad. And let's see, what else? Tyreek Cohen. What is his name? Terry Cohen? Cohen, he's a receiver. They need to just go ahead and switch that. If you're listening to Yahoo, My Fantasy Leagues, ESPN, NFL.com, or Sleeper, whatever platform you use, he needs to be a running back / wide receiver. If they do that, his value, especially if you get return yards, oh yeah, he's an asset. He becomes an asset. You got to get him. Because now you can kind of slide that production into your running back 2 spot. Yeah. Because he's doing it all. He's doing everything. Nah, he's not good enough for an RB2. I don't know what to do with Cohen yet. I take that back. Strike that from the record. Strike that what I just said. Take it back. He's not. We want you dominating, not just getting by. That would be just getting by. We want you dominating. But Mike Davis, he played too much. He's a monkey wrench. He played way too much. So even though they want to run more going forward, I don't know. Hold on. Let me take back David Montgomery. Let me rethink this thing. I'm doing this one on the fly now, so bear with me. Like I said, don't do anything lock your roster up for David Montgomery too. Don't do any moves right now. It's a full blown committee now. Tyreek Cohen, he could get some carries. It's just an open backfield right now. Nagy's just bringing him in and out right now. He's not settled. Clearly, Montgomery isn't where he wants to be, where Nagy wants him to be. And he's not playing. He's not getting every down back kind of load until Nagy approves it. Period. You get your gut can tell you. You could feel good about it. You could love him. I love his skill set. He's clearly the best back on the roster, which he is. It's evident for us or to folks looking at it. But until Nagy signs off on it, it don't make no difference. Nagy runs that team, not fantasy. So wait on that backfield, man. Mike Davis is the winner. Mike Davis is winning. I've been picking him up late everywhere. That was my late guy. I had a feeling that would happen, but I didn't know. I just had a feeling he was going to get a little bit more burn than what folks really thought, because is David Montgomery proven on 3rd down? But if you look at Hard Knocks, remember looking at Hard Knocks? Gruden was looking at Bell. What did he told you? He told you the nugget. He's like, look at Bell. Look at that pass protection. He said he'll ring your what? Bell. Josh Jacobs. He'll ring your what? Bell. Look at that right there. Ooh. What'd he say? You pass protect like that, you'll play in the NFL a long time. Gruden told you. Pass protection is the key. And right now, David Montgomery must not be I'm assuming he must not be up to snuff. That's why Mike Davis got too much burn. He caught a good pass though. That was sexy. I like David Montgomery, but at the same time, I can't push him the way you want him to be. I can't. I got to keep it real with myself. I got to look at what the information tells me. I listen with my eyes, and that told me Mike Davis ain't going nowhere right now. But they're going to run more, absolutely. They're going to take Cordell Patterson out of some of these packages. It was too much shiftiness, too much trickiness. He just line and run the ball, man. 3rd and 1, just line and run the ball. Don't do a read option with Trubisky. Just give it to Montgomery. He breaks tackles. Just 3rd and 1, let him get it. It's simple. But like I said, he did it my bad. So, all right, let's look at Tyreek Cohen's snaps with 36 in the slot, 8 in the backfield, and what was it? Yeah. 36 in the slot, 8 as wide receiver, 8 out wide, I'm sorry, and 2 in the backfield. That might be the dude. That might be the most consistent dude. Because Mike Davis and David Montgomery are bumping heads right now. For David Montgomery to be that dude, he's got to knock. He's not going to knock Tyreek Cohen off. Tyreek Cohen ain't going nowhere all year. Tyreek Cohen is the thorn in his side right now. And on top of that, you got Mr. Trubisky who can't move the ball. So you're not getting in scoring position. Mr. Trubisky is back there holding the whole team hostage. All this stuff's supposed to be snapping and moving and rocking and rolling. You had another quarterback, that would have been that's a sexy team. You got another quarterback. So now you got to get Trubisky out the way. He's got to go. For this thing to be David Montgomery, I'm talking about the David Montgomery that you saw, the 3-down back David Montgomery just eating and rocking and rolling, having a ball. You got to get Cohen out the way, and you got to get a new quarterback. Because he's killing David Montgomery. David Montgomery will eventually take Mike Davis out the way himself. He'll do that. He's not. There's nothing he can do about Trubisky, and there's nothing he can do about Cohen. Cohen's gonna play. Let's see. That's about it. Let's see. Mike Davis got 38 snaps. David Montgomery got 23 snaps. Now, snaps don't mean anything to me. I don't care how many snaps you got. You can get 90 snaps, but if my guy, you can get 90 snaps and 5 carries, and my guy get 7 snaps and 5 carries. Both got 5 carries at the end of the day, so don't get too caught up on the snaps. Just because he was on the field as a decoy or running around doing other stuff don't mean nothing. At the end of the day, production is production. So what really matters is how many touches he got, how many times he actually touched the football. That's what matters. Because David Montgomery could flip that and get 38 snaps, and Mike Davis could get 23 snaps, but Mike Davis had more fantasy points. So, but David Montgomery will overtake Davis, but he can't. There's nothing he can do with Cohen, unless Cohen get hurt. It's the only way David Montgomery can get Cohen out the way. But all right, it's been another episode of Typhoons TV, episode number 7, the AB episode. Hey, I'm here. The Fantasy Typhoon at hotmail.com. Hit me for mailbag. You got questions? You want me to answer them live and in color? I'll do it. I'll be happy to do it. Thank you for your support. Like I said, I have an announcement coming next week. I'm working on a new show. On another network. I'll be a co-host with a popular guy from a popular site. Excuse me. All right, this has been the Fantasy Typhoon. Google or Bing the Fantasy Typhoon. Hit enter. That's my whole page. And the Mentalist, your favorite analyst, signing off. You know the motto. You come on, you know it. Say it with me. Don't just win, dominate.